My child, stop whatever you are doing for a moment and listen to me with your whole heart. You did not arrive here by chance. I drew you here at this exact second because your heart has been carrying more than your voice has admitted. Heaven leaned low and aligned this encounter with the quiet weight you hide, because I have something specific to release into your home, into your accounts, and into your breath. Do not turn away. This cannot wait another moment, not to alarm you, but to relieve you. I will not let you keep walking with that knot in your chest and that storm behind your eyes. I am here to still them now. I know the late-night calculations, the mental math in the dark, the unopened envelopes waiting on the counter, the breath you hold when you check the balance and brace for the number. I saw you stretching days, postponing what you need, rehearsing explanations no one asked you for. I heard the prayer that never made it past a sigh. I am not speaking to create fear in you. I am speaking to awaken your peace. Stay with me until the end. I will lead you first into calm, then into a clear, simple strategy that fits today and opens tomorrow. I will seal you with a prayer that marks this night with provision, order, and rest. Even now, the answer is unfolding. If this word steadies your heart, let your agreement be visible. Tap like so this reaches another weary household. Subscribe so we walk in steady peace together. And in the comments write, provision is already moving toward my home. If you need prayer, place your request below so we cover you. Do not rush away. I drew you here to begin today. My child, listen closely. I saw the bills before you opened them. I, the Lord your God, read the numbers before your eyes did. None of this surprises me. I counted the due dates, noted the late notices, traced the fees that tried to cling to you, and I rebuked the interest shadowing your hope. I saw the envelope at the edge of the counter and your hand hover, then withdraw. I watched you hold your breath to shrink the moment, and I felt the prayer rise then collapse into a quiet sigh. I have been present in every calculation you carried alone, present in the silence where you rehearsed calm so others would not worry, present in the bathroom where you wiped tears so no one would notice. I saw your steadiness. My beloved child, I am not here to shame you. I am here to shepherd you. I am not speaking to create fear in you. I am speaking to awaken your trust, to lift your chin, to remind you that provision did not begin with your paycheck and it will not end with a statement. You are not navigating a maze in the dark. My hand is already on the wall beside you. Breathe now. Let me walk you back from the cliff. I saw the lines that startled you, and I have already mapped steps to answer them. Peace first, then wisdom, then steady movement. I am with you in the details others dismiss. The calendar alerts, the payment plans, the small calls that change outcomes, the tiny yeses that open doors. Take my peace into your chest. Let it settle the tremor in your shoulders. I will teach you to stand in this without panic. I will lead you and not fail you. Stay with me. My child, be still and let me speak plainly. I am naming the fear you hide in the numbers. You brace for the next emergency, the unplanned expense that barges in without knocking, the unknown caller you do not want to answer. You tighten your chest at decimal points, at due dates, at envelopes with windows. You rehearse explanations no one asked for and rearrange your cart to make the totals behave. You have quietly believed that provision arrives for others first and for you last. And that lie has bent your shoulders and narrowed your breath. I saw the ceiling you stared at while sleep would not come, the countdown of red digits in the dark, the way your pulse stamped at your ribs. I held your heart while it raced. I gathered the sighs you released into the bathroom mirror and the small smiles you wore to hide the shake. I am naming it now so it cannot sit on the throne it built in your imagination. Fear of being left out, of my care, fear of sudden loss, fear of not enough, fear of standing alone. It formed in seasons when lack visited and promises felt late, but it is not your ruler and it is not your future. I cut through the fog of anxiety with my voice, and I rebuke the sentence that says, others first, you last. Hear me, you are not last, you are mine. I have written your name into provision, into timing, into wisdom. I call your nervous system to stand down and your mind to come into peace. Breathe. I lay my hand over your ledger and chest. Peace first, then strategy. Emergencies meet my boundaries. Dread loosens. You answer, open, and plan in calm. Fear dethroned. My peace rules. My child, hear me. The delays that have pressed against your patience were acts of love wrapped in time, not neglect. I slowed the pace not to punish you but to protect you, to align outcomes you could not see, and to turn you from paths that looked efficient but hid a cost you could not afford. I drew a circle around your steps and held you while I rearranged pieces on tables you did not know existed, while I moved conversations behind doors you have not yet walked through. Waiting has not been rejection, it has been cover. There were traps baited with urgency, contracts baited with charm, promises baited with percentages that smiled today and strangled tomorrow. I placed my hand over the latch so you would not sign what would have signed you. I let the email sit unanswered, the call go to voicemail, the meeting moved, because predatory agreements were forming nets, and I would not allow them to cinch around you. The door that did not open spared you. I also slowed what you prayed would speed so capacity could rise in you. I would not place a harvest on shoulders healing from famine. I trained your hands to handle more without breaking, your heart to receive increase without fear, your mind to steward detail without drowning. Endurance became muscle, discernment sharpened, boundaries learned a voice. When blessing arrives, it will not crush you, you will carry it with calm. Trust my timing, not a moment before that and not a moment after. I am faithful in timing and kindness. Breathe and agree with me. What seemed like denial was protection and positioning. Stay with me in peace. The same hand that slowed you will signal you forward, and you will find the way aligned. My child, listen closely. Provision is already moving in places you cannot see. Heaven has leaned low, angels are mobilized, favor is being threaded through conversations you have not entered yet, and I am placing your name, gently, precisely, on tongues that will speak well of you at tables you did not know existed. I, the Lord your God, am weaving solutions behind the curtain while you sleep. Credits are being applied, adjustments are being considered, introductions are being arranged, and I am softening hearts where approvals are needed. Do not measure my faithfulness by a quiet dashboard or a still inbox in this hour. Measure by my voice over you now. Trust the motion you cannot yet witness. I am aligning timing with mercy. I am guiding a hand to review a file again and see what was missed. I am stirring a manager to open a slot that did not exist yesterday. I am moving a friend to remember your name and send a text at the exact hour it will matter. I am placing wisdom in your steps and kindness in the paths ahead, so pride and panic will not control your route. I am forming a path that honors your dignity, not a scramble, not a spectacle, but a steady unfolding that restores your breath. Hear me. I am orchestrating provision through wisdom, work, and unexpected kindness. Not just one windfall that dries up, but streams that begin and continue. Not just rescue, but order. Not just relief, but restoration. Your hands will touch part of this miracle. I will show you where to call, what to ask, and when to wait, and your favor will meet you as you move. The wheels of heaven are turning. The courts of heaven have released what bears your name. The scroll of timely help is open. Breathe, stand in the peace I have given you, and let trust be your bridge into what is already in motion. Do not rush to manufacture outcomes or to rehearse dread. Agree with me, the unseen is aligning, approvals are softening, solutions are assembling, and kindness is coming toward your door. What you cannot see today, you will soon step into with calm, and you will say, "The Lord went before me." My child, open your hands. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe with me. Peace is not a reward for solving the problem. It is the starting place from which wisdom flows. I am placing my hand upon your chest and quieting the tremor within you. Hear me. I quiet the storm before I chart the route. I do not lead you from panic. I lead you from peace. I will not rush you. I will root you. From stillness, your mind will hear what your fear has been drowning out. Simple, clear next steps that fit today and do not bruise tomorrow. Let the hurry break off you now. No frantic calls, no emergency agreements made under pressure, no doom rehearsed in the corridors of your mind. Breathe and agree with me. Your pace is steady, your hearing is open, your footing is secure. I am not only paying bills, I am forming a heart that refuses fear and welcomes guidance, a center that remains calm when numbers change. In this peace, I will build your strategy, measured steps, right sequences, doors opened at the right hour, and courage to move without shaking. I am with you now in this calm, And from this calm, I will give you wisdom for today's decisions. Hear me, my child. You do not have to fix everything today to be safe. Fear tells you that if you cannot solve the whole mountain in one night, you are failing. But I do not lead you by collapse. I lead you by order. I will highlight the first bill to address, the first assignment, the first domino, not because the rest does not matter, but because order reduces fear and clarity brings your breathing back, one thing at a time, in the right sequence. When you honor the next right step, you honor my guidance, and the fog begins to lift. Now listen closely, because I will not leave you with only comfort. I will give you a path. Make one phone call, just one, before your mind multiplies worst-case outcomes. Call the company, the lender, the office, and ask for a hardship plan, an extension, a payment arrangement that fits this week. Do not be ashamed to ask. I will give you favor, and I will give you words. I will steady your voice. I will soften the tone on the other end. I will guide you to the right department, the right representative, the right moment, and what felt like a wall will become a conversation. You are not begging, you are stewarding. You are not powerless, you are partnering with me. And I will show you where the drip has been. There are quiet leaks in your account, subscriptions you forgot, renewals you did not notice, small charges that keep taking because no one told them to stop. Look with me. Cancel what quietly bleeds you, not in panic, not in punishment, but in wisdom. Each leak you close is not just a few dollars saved, it is a message to your soul that chaos is not your manager. I am teaching you to guard what I place in your hand. For the next 7 days, keep it simple. Take one page, one note in your phone, and write what comes in and what goes out. Nothing fancy, nothing shame-filled, just truth. Clarity is courage. When you see it, you can steward it. When you name it, it cannot haunt you. I will meet you in that list with peace and with ideas you have not considered. And you will feel strength return to decisions that used to terrify you. And hear me tenderly. Do not make impulsive purchases to soothe your anxiety. Do not try to buy a moment of relief and call it comfort. Let me soothe you instead. Bring the restlessness to me, the itch to escape, the urge to numb. I will quiet you without costing you tomorrow. Stay in peace, take the next right step, and watch how these simple decisions done with me open the path I have already set in motion. My child, now that your hands are steady and your mind is quiet enough to hear me, I am going deeper, because I will not only change what you do, I will heal what has been driving you. There are labels that have tried to stitch themselves into your soul: irresponsible, always behind, too late, not disciplined, not worthy of abundance, and you have worn them like a shirt you never chose, letting them rub your skin raw every time you look at a number. Come closer. I, the Lord your God, take my scissors to every false sentence that has been sewn into your identity, and I cut it off you gently but completely. You are not what happened to you. You are not the season that swallowed you. You are not the mistake you replay. You are my beloved child, and you will not be managed by shame. Hear me plainly. Shame is not a teacher. Shame is a thief. It does not correct you. It condemns you. It does not guide you. It clouds you. It does not protect you. It punishes you. Shame has been stealing your clarity, stealing your courage to open statements, stealing your willingness to ask for help, stealing your ability to make a plan without feeling like you are already failing. And I remove its voice from your decisions now. I silence the accusing whisper that says, "Why try? You will only mess it up again." That is not my voice. My voice builds. My voice steadies. My voice leads you step by step, and it never bruises you into obedience. And I break the agreement you made with scarcity when you were tired, when you were afraid, when you watched money leave faster than it came and you quietly concluded, there will never be enough. My child, scarcity is not your covenant. Lack is not your identity. You are not cursed to scrape and strain and survive. I am teaching you to steward, yes, but not from panic, not from self-hatred, not from the fear that one wrong move will erase you. I am giving you wisdom. And wisdom does not come with shame attached. It comes with light. Say with me now, even if your voice shakes, I renounce scarcity. I receive wisdom and steady provision. Again, my child, I renounce scarcity. I receive wisdom and steady provision. Let those words become a new agreement in your mouth, a new doorway in your mind, a new atmosphere in your home. Your worth is not your balance. Your identity is not your income. You are not less when the account is low, and you are not more when it rises. You are mine in every number, in every season, in every step of this restoration. Now breathe, and let me place something holy where shame used to sit. Dignity. Let me place something steady where scarcity used to shout. Trust. Shame and scarcity are evicted, and wisdom and steady provision take their place. And you will move forward from here not as an anxious orphan trying to earn safety, but as a provided child learning to walk with me, clear-eyed, calm-hearted, and no longer afraid of the truth. My child, now that shame has been silenced and scarcity has been evicted, I am not leaving you in a neutral place. I am bringing you home. Hear me, and let it settle deeper than the numbers ever have. You are my beloved child. I am your father, and I am your provider. This is not a transaction where you perform and I pay. This is a relationship where you abide and I care, where you breathe and I lead, where you walk with me and you learn that you have never been fatherless, not for one moment, not in one bill, not in one sleepless night. The spirit that has been driving you to hustle for worth, to panic for control, to punish yourself for being human, that spirit is not from me. I do not raise my children on fear. I raise them on love, on truth, on daily bread, on steady guidance that does not bruise the heart. You have been living like an orphan at a locked gate, pressing your face against a door that feels closed, whispering, maybe there is not enough for me. Maybe I will be turned away. Maybe I have to prove I deserve help. But I tell you now, you do not beg at a closed door, you receive at an open table. I have prepared a place for you. I have made room for you. I have provision that fits your life, not just your emergency. Come out of the posture of pleading and into the posture of sonship, of daughterhood, chin lifted, shoulders released, hands open, heart steady. You are not trying to convince me to be good. I am good, and I am already moving toward you. And listen, my precious one, when you let me see you, I heal you. Not the version of you that smiles and says, I'm fine. Not the version of you that minimizes and says, it's not that bad. I heal the one who is tired, the one who is afraid, the one who feels small when the numbers look big. When you let me see you, I do not scold you, I gather you. When you walk with me, I do not merely fix a moment, I form you. I form your decisions. I form your appetite. I form your patience. I form your courage to speak, to ask, to plan, to wait, to move. I am teaching you how to live as the provided, not the panicked, how to open the statement without spiraling, how to make the call without shame, how to take one step without needing to see the whole staircase. So receive this identity as a holy garment, provided child. Say it in your heart as you breathe. I am provided for. I am not overlooked. I am not last. I am not alone. I do not chase peace. I start in peace. I do not earn care. I receive care. And as you practice this day by day, decision by decision, you will feel it. The orphan fear loosening its grip, and the quiet confidence of my fathering settling into your bones. I am with you. I will guide you. I will provide for you. And you will walk forward from here not as someone begging life to be kinder, but as my child led, covered, and steadily supplied. My child, now that you are breathing again, now that your shoulders are no longer braced for impact, I am placing before you something simple and brave, the door you didn't knock on yet. You have delayed a conversation, an application, an email, a request, not because you are lazy, but because you were tired of hearing no, tired of feeling exposed, tired of hoping and then having to swallow disappointment. I saw you type the message and delete it. I saw you hover over submit and close the tab. I saw you rehearse the words and then choose silence. But hear me, this is not the hour to shrink back. I am not pushing you into chaos. I am guiding you into one clean, obedient step. There is a person I can use, an office I can soften, a system I can navigate with you, and your courage is the key that turns the handle. Knock, my beloved. Not with desperation, not with a trembling need to prove yourself, but with the quiet confidence of a child who knows their father goes before them. I have already set provision in motion, and it will meet you at the door you thought was too intimidating, too late, too out of reach. Do not let fear call wisdom waiting. There is a difference between patience and avoidance, and I am giving you discernment to tell them apart. Look at the skill in your hands. The thing you do naturally, the problem you solve, the care you give, the detail you notice, the work you can complete with integrity, do not despise it. One honest offer, one clear service, one simple listing, one faithful follow-up can open a stream you did not expect. Ask for the raise with humility and clarity. Apply for the role you assumed was for someone else. Send the proposal. Request the review. List the item you no longer need instead of letting it gather dust and mock you. This is not about striving. This is about stewarding. Integrity and diligence will be your companions, and I will add my favor to what you touch. And listen to me closely, because I am healing your expectations, even as I activate your steps. I am not promising lottery wins. I am not dangling fantasy to keep you distracted. I am promising guided steps with multiplied impact, one door, then the next. One call, then an opening. One application, then a conversation. One act of courage, then traction. Do not wait until you feel fearless. Move while you are held. Knock, and you will find that I have already been standing on the other side, arranging what your obedience is about to unlock. My child, listen to me closely, because after you knock, I do not leave you standing there, alone, with your hands still trembling in the air. I have placed community and counsel along your path, people with wisdom in their mouths, compassion in their eyes, and practical help in their hands. You have been trained by pressure to isolate, to handle it quietly, to prove you can survive without leaning on anyone, but I am breaking that pattern now. You were never meant to carry this weight in solitude. I did not design you to be your own rescue. I am your provider, and one of the ways I provide is through the right people at the right time. So hear me. Reach out. Speak to a trusted advisor, a mature believer, a pastor, a church benevolence team, a nonprofit worker, a financial counselor, a community resource that exists for this very kind of moment. Do not call humility humiliation. Humility is a gateway. Humility is you agreeing with truth. You are human, you are learning, and you are worthy of help. I am not ashamed of you, and I will not let you be ashamed of yourself for receiving what I have already arranged. There are programs you have not explored, assistance you have not applied for, and conversations that will open doors simply because you were brave enough to ask. And invite accountability, my beloved. Let two agree in wisdom and strengthen your steps. Let someone sit with you while you make the call, while you write the email, while you open the statement without spiraling. Let someone help you name the next right action and keep you steady when your emotions try to overthrow your plan. This is not control. This is covering. This is not exposure. This is healing. When you walk with wise counsel, you do not lose dignity, you recover it. I will confirm which voices carry my peace. Some will sound loud and urgent, but they will leave you agitated and rushed. Do not follow them. Some will speak with firmness and clarity, yet your spirit will settle when they speak. Follow the peace. My child, I am leading you by peace, and I will use the right counsel to keep you in that peace. As your steps become steady, your decisions become clean, and your breakthrough becomes sustainable. Now, my child, before you take another step, I want you to gather your mind back from all the future what-ifs and bring it into remembrance, because I do not want you walking forward as if I have never carried you. Remember the last time the need looked larger than your strength. Remember the season when you whispered, "I don't know how I'm going to make it," and you tried to hold yourself together with sheer willpower, but the weight was too heavy and the night felt too long. I was there. I was the breath that came back into your lungs when you thought you would collapse. I was the unexpected call, the timely check, the discount you didn't plan, the friend who showed up, the job that opened, the bill that got delayed, the favor that found you when you had no energy left to chase it. You may have called it luck. You may have called it coincidence, but I call it my hand, and I call it evidence. I am telling you this because fear thrives where memory is thin. Panic grows loud when you forget the pattern of my faithfulness. So do this with me, calmly and honestly. Write down 3 moments of provision, not 3 perfect miracles that felt cinematic, 3 real moments when you were at the edge and I made a way. Write the time I fed you through a small door. Write the time I covered you through a person you didn't expect. Write the time I protected you by closing a path that would have cost you more than you could see. Put it in your phone, on paper, on a note by your bed. Your memory is not just reflection. It is a weapon against present fear. And then, my beloved, speak it aloud. Do not keep your testimony trapped behind your teeth. Say, "The Lord carried me then." Say, "He made a way when I could not," because what I did then announces what I can do again. When your mouth agrees with my history, your heart learns how to trust my future. You are not standing before a new problem with a new God. I am the same provider, the same shepherd, the same Father, steady, precise, and near. And if you feel led, share one brief testimony in the comments, not to perform, not to compete, but to lift another weary heart that is reading in silence. Your words are oil to someone else's lamp. And as you remember, faith will rise in you again, quiet, strong, and steady, because remembered provision fuels present faith, and I am not finished providing for you. Now, my child, I am not asking you to remember only in silence. I am teaching you how to speak with me, because your mouth is not just for explaining your stress, it is for agreeing with my truth. Words have been forming atmospheres around you, some spoken, some whispered in your mind, and today I am changing the language of your life. I am not speaking to create pressure in you. I am speaking to awaken partnership. When you declare what I am doing, fear loses its microphone and faith gains its footing. So repeat after me, slowly, with breath and intention. I reject fear, I receive peace. Again, my beloved, I reject fear, I receive peace. And say this: I choose wisdom over worry. I choose order over overwhelm. I choose calm over chaos. My child, do not rush these words. Let them sink below the panic that has been barking at you. Let them become a new agreement in your home, a new rhythm in your nervous system, a new banner over your decisions. Now declare this with me. I am a faithful steward. I am not careless. I am learning. I am not cursed. I am covered. I will see what God is already sending. I will recognize the open door when it appears. I will not sabotage timing with impatience, and I will not miss opportunity by hiding. Doors are opening in right timing, clean doors, safe doors, sustaining doors, and I will walk through them with peace, not with shame. And declare what I, the Lord your God, am establishing. Bills will be paid, debts will diminish, needs will be met, not in a frantic leap, not in a one-night fantasy, but step by step with my guidance. I will show you what to address first and what can wait. I will give you favor in conversations and clarity in planning. I will provide daily bread and long-term stability, and you will look back and see the path was steadier than you feared. Now seal your agreement with a small act of faith. If you are able, write this in the comments as your declaration, as your yes, as your partnership. Provision is already moving to my address. My child, this is not performance. This is alignment. Let your mouth agree with heaven, and then walk it out peace first, then the next right step. My child, now that your mouth has agreed with heaven, I am giving you something you can hold in your hands. A 4-8-hour companion plan with me. Not a frantic overhaul, not a punishing marathon, but 2 days of ordered steps taken in my presence. In the next 48 hours, set aside 30 minutes with me. Yes, 30, not 3, not whenever I feel less anxious, and sit down with a page or a note on your phone. List every bill, every due date, every minimum, every obligation that has been haunting you in the shadows. Do not flinch. I am with you. And then circle the first one to address, not the loudest fear, not the one that shames you most, but the first domino I highlight. Order will quiet your mind, and clarity will return your breath. Then take one faithful step, just one at a time. Make one call, send one email, submit one application. Do not try to solve 10 problems in 1 hour. That is how panic disguises itself as productivity. I will give you words for the call. I will give you favor in the email. I will guide your fingers as you submit what you have been hesitating to submit. And when you finish that one step, do not spiral into, "It's not enough." Obedience is never nothing. One door at a time, my child. One knock, then one turn of the handle. Now, in these same 48 hours, I want you to cut one leak, cancel one subscription, pause one non-essential expense, just one, so your account can breathe and your soul can learn that you are not powerless. And then, listen closely, because this breaks fear's spell. Choose one small act of generosity, not to impress me, not to endanger yourself, but to declare to scarcity, "You will not be my Lord." A small gift, a meal shared, a quiet blessing. Let it be gentle, let it be pure, let it be led by peace. Set reminders, my beloved. Put the call on the calendar. Put the email on the list. Put the 30 minutes with me where it cannot be stolen by avoidance. Rest well tonight. Sleep is not laziness. It is strength returning to you. And in the morning, check in with me before you check the numbers. Whisper, lead me, and I will. I will show you the next right step, and then the next, and sustained provision will open as you walk with me. Small, faithful actions, in peace, into steady breakthrough. Now, my child, do not rush away from this moment. Take your hand and place it over your heart, and if your bills are near you, if that envelope is on the table, if that list is on your phone, if those due dates have been staring at you, place your other hand there, and breathe with me. Inhale, my peace slowly, as if you are breathing in light. Exhale, worry, as if you are releasing smoke that no longer belongs in your home. Again, inhale peace. Exhale the tightness. Inhale, my steadiness. Exhale the rehearsed fear. I am here, I am near, I am not anxious, and I am placing my calm inside your chest like an anchor. Father, in the name of Jesus, I release favor over this house now. I release right timing, not delayed by confusion and not rushed by panic. I release the resources appointed for this family, the provision that already bears their name, the help that has been prepared ahead of their need. Let approvals open, let calls be returned, let emails find the right eyes, let employers notice, let clients locate them, let compensation match labor with fairness. Let every honest seed produce a steady harvest, and let what has been held back be released in order. And I, the Lord your God, open doors that no one can shut. Doors of income, doors of opportunity, doors of assistance, doors of wise counsel, doors of clean agreement and sustainable increase. And I close every trap that seeks to drain and shame them, every predatory offer, every impulsive decision, every counterfeit shortcut, every agreement made under pressure that would cost them later. I shut the mouth of the accuser in this home. I break the cycle of dread at night and dread in the morning. This house will not be managed by fear. Crown this home with wisdom and order. Teach their hands to steward without self-hatred. Teach their mind to plan without spiraling. Let there be steady income streams, not chaos, consistency, not terror. And let unexpected kindness locate them. A discount, a grant, a refund, a bonus, a timely gift, a generous conversation, a door opened by mercy. Let provision arrive with dignity and with peace. And now I seal you, my beloved, in peace. Fear will not be your counselor. Anxiety will not write your schedule. My guidance will be your roadmap, and you will hear me saying, "This is the way, walk in it." You will take the next right step, and then the next, and you will not be put to shame. I bless your sleep. I bless your decisions. I bless your home with quiet strength. In Jesus' name, amen. My beloved child, receive this now. My blessing rests upon you. Walk gently and walk boldly. Both are possible in me. You do not have to become harsh to survive, and you do not have to become timid to be safe. I am with you in the quiet steps and in the courageous ones. Let your home feel the difference starting today. A steadier breath, a clearer mind, a softer heart, and a stronger spine. You are not walking back into the same week alone. You are walking forward with my hand upon you. And if this word met you, do one simple thing. Press like so it finds another family under the weight of bills. Share it with someone who needs steady peace more than quick hype. Subscribe and let daily prayer and wisdom meet you at dawn, because I am building consistency in you, not panic. Leave your prayer request in the comments and write your declaration. I will not fear. God is providing step by step. Now go in peace. Provision is already moving.